Yo, what's going on, guys? TMM here. Welcome to a new video. And as you guys can probably tell from the picture on screen and the title of the video, I am doing my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Now, I was pretty nervous to do this list just because I don't have as many favorite Pokemon. I don't hate any Pokemon, but a lot of them are just not my favorites due to just because I kind of use the same Pokemon sometimes. But when I thought of my top 10 favorites, I actually kind of put a lot of lists together, and I was going to do a part of an honorable mentions. If I can actually speak English, that would be nice. But I'm not going to. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with the countdown. And if you guys are wondering, I am recording this on Halloween. So, it's not that scary for me, but... or maybe. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get started with the video. Number 10 is Umbreon. Now, Umbreon is one of the coolest Pokemon. For one, it's a dark type. For two, it's an Umbreon. What's not to love? Umbreon is probably one of the coolest Pokemon out there. And its shiny form is just epic too. The main reason I like Umbreon is because just how much of a defensive wall it can be in competitive play. Umbreon normally will have a spot on my team being a defensive wall if I don't have a Snorlax available. Other than that, I'm pretty sure Umbreon is better than Espeon in every single way possible. They don't work together that well, but Umbreon being really tanky and Espeon being attack is pretty cool, but I'm just more of the person who likes Umbreon. Number 9 is Excadrill. Now, I didn't even realize I liked this guy until I did a replay through of Pokemon White. Pokemon White is probably my favorite game of all time, and I just love Gen 5 in general. A lot of the new Pokemon were cool and everything. And Excadrill is one of the cool new Pokemon that was added. This thing, back in Black and White 2, was a pain in the ass to deal with the competitive scene. You would see it all over the place. Its Pokedex height doesn't make any sense. I don't remember how high it is, or how tall it is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure one of you guys can go look it up. But I loved this thing so much. I could apply it to pretty much every team I had, except my Rain Dance team. Because you can't really apply a freaking ground type to that team, but whatever. Mainly this thing would show up in my Sandstorm team because it was just epic in every single way. The only thing that I see is wrong with Excadrill is that it's just kind of lost its popularity. I don't even know why. I don't even remember off the top of my head why it's lost its popularity. But I'm pretty sure one of you guys may know what's up. I don't. Anyway, guys, coming in at number 8 is T-Tar, or Tyranitar. This thing is a beast. And I mean, it's a beast. Back in Black and White 2 and Black and White, I used this thing all the time. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you had the chance to catch a level 20 Larvitar pretty early on. Unfortunately, it didn't evolve until level 55, so basically the first run on the Elite Four I did, I couldn't train my Larvitar that high, so I stuck with some Pupitar and kept getting beat. But by the time I got to the Kanto gyms, my Tyranitar was already level 60, and that was right when I was facing Brock too. So I was pretty happy that I had trained the thing all the way. It's definitely a worthy companion, and I do recommend its Mega form over its normal form. But if you already have a Mega, I recommend its normal form. I use this thing on my Sandstorm team, and pretty much every other team I have. Excellent physical attacker, and pretty good with defense. It's got Earthquake, Dragon Claw, and I can't remember the other moves off the top of my head, but I'll probably, in the description below, I'll leave a link to a picture or something of my Tyranitar. Number 7 is Vanillux. Now, first off, before any of you start screaming at me saying, holy crap, why do you like an ice cream cone? My question is, how come you don't like an ice cream cone? When Gen 5 came out, I immediately wanted a Vanillux. I don't know why, it's not even that good to begin with, but I always thought having an ice cream that could beat the crap out of everyone was just awesome. I still don't understand why people hate it. I mean, we've always gotten karate designs. I mean, look at pretty much freaking Licky Licky and Lickitung or whatever the other guy was. They're horse crap, and I don't even hate freaking Vanillux. Garbodor, sorry. Garbodor is awesome. It's really good poison type, even though it lacks pretty much everything in recovery. But I still think it's pretty cool. Number 6 is Infernape. Now, I've only owned one shiny Infernape, and that was from the GTS. I had to trade it away just because I didn't want it anymore. And it's not that I hate Infernape or anything, it's just, I just felt like I needed to get one legitly. So in Diamond and Pearl, or at least in my Diamond version, I waited forever. And I mean, it took about 500,000 soft resets before I got my shiny Chimchar. And I was happy. And you know what I named the thing? Bubblegum. Bubblegum has got to be the coolest name for a shiny Infernape. And overall, Infernape is pretty good. It has Grass Knot, Close Combat, Flame Wheel, Fire Blitz, Mach Punch. It literally has everything you can think of. I don't know why people thought it was lame to have a fire fighting starter, or at least another one. I thought Blaziken was pretty retarded. And Emboar is like really lame in my opinion as well. But Infernape really is awesome, and that's why I love it. For all the people that are kind of just screaming at me saying, why do you hate Gen 3? I don't hate Gen 3. Blaziken had a very lame design in my opinion. And the fact that it's just talked about so much just because we have another firefighting starter, or at least two, it's just kind of dumb when Infernape is better in every single way. Alright, coming in at number 5 is Azumarill. Now, I had no reason to use Azumarill in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White 2, or Black and White 2. But when Alpha Sapphire rolled in, I caught a Marill pretty early on. And let's just say, it was excellent. It had freaking Superpower, Hydro Pump, Waterfall, and Play Rough. I can't remember the other one, sorry. But this thing was a killer, and it's actually very good in competitive play if you want to look at it that way. It's just really epic in every single way. And I started using it in Black and White too. Unfortunately, it wasn't as good back then as it is now because it really needed the Fairy type just to give it that extra boost, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, coming into number 4 is the Pokemon that pretty much started off my favorite game, Pokemon Heart Gold, or at least one of my favorite games. Heart Gold has a lot of sentimental value to me and a lot of nostalgia, just because how much I loved the game in general. It was just such a great game, even if the level system was all kinds of messed up when it came to wild Pokemon. Typhlosion was definitely my pick, especially since in Gold and Silver I picked Totodile, but I didn't pick Chikorita because I don't care for the grass type starters too much. Cyndaquil was excellent during my Silver run, but I thought just having one during a new game would be excellent, and it proved to be the best thing ever. I loved my Cyndaquil, and so much that I named it Buddy, just because I was a little kid and I didn't know any better. I'm feeling really nostalgic right now. I don't know why, but it just stayed with me forever. And unfortunately, I don't know if I even have it anymore, which is really annoying to me because I really like that Typhlosion, and I never can replace it. But it still always holds a place in my heart, and I drew one. I don't have the drawing on me right now, so I can't really show you guys, but I did draw one, and it looked pretty cool in my opinion, same thing. But whatever, what can you do? Alright, coming to the final 3, and in the number 3 spot is Dialga. Dialga? Oh, it doesn't even matter. It's awesome. I played Diamond before I played Pearl and Platinum. Diamond was just a good game. It was just the cool game. Even though it was very slow and pretty, now that I look at it, it was just kind of meant for a game. Getting to see that Cyrus and the rest of Team Galactic were trying to literally stop the world with the Pokemon with time, space, and whatever Giratina was just epic. But the fact that the first Steel Dragon was a legendary Pokemon was just epic. And look at its design. It is just awesome. You can't really do better than Dialga. Well, at least that's my opinion. But the next 2 Pokemon hold more value to me than Dialga. Coming in at number 2 is Luxray. Luxray. Oh, Luxray. What makes you so epic is literally everything. Every time I play Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, I can't help but use a Luxray. It's just such a good Pokemon. And now that it's gotten better with new attacks and everything, its attack stat is just epic. It's a great physical attacking electric type. Even if its speed is horse crap, it's still just a lot of fun to use. And I always have used one. I'm trying to raise one right now in my Pokemon X version so I can transfer to my Alpha Sapphire version. And it's working out pretty well. It is storming through pretty much everything. Alright guys, we've all been waiting for this one. The moment of truth, justice, and everything else that happened in the Pokemon games. Number 1 is Lucario. Lucario has got to be the best Pokemon ever. Just period. You can set up all kinds of freaking awesomeness with this thing. It can be a speed attacker. It can lead a physical special. It can't be really a wall, but that doesn't matter. It can be everything you want it to be. There are 3 ways you can use a Lucario. You can go Mega, which is just epic. The Mega can be a special or physical, and sometimes you don't even need it to go Mega. That's just how good Lucario is. Whenever I first played Diamond and Pearl, I wondered what the egg that the guy gave me in Iron Island was. I always was curious when I first played the game. When it hatched, it was Riolu, and it looked like the most kick-ass Pokemon ever. So I decided to raise it. It ended up evolving at level 10 due to happiness, and I pretty much gave it all the potions I had in my inventory, in my bag, and I always let it hold the Soothe Bell and everything. Since it evolved so early, I had to give it the experience share. Luckily, when it came time to face Cynthia, it was literally the lead of my team, and it completely destroyed her entire team. Even though I may not have the same Lucario as I did back then in Diamond and Pearl, I have raised mini Lucarios now, and I have a shiny Lucario, or at least I did. I wanted a physical sweeping Lucario, but I got a special Lucario, but it was shiny, or special attacking Lucario, but it was shiny. But I didn't want a special attacking Lucario, and you guys would probably be saying, wait, why do you not want a special attacking Lucario? I already had a special attacking Weezing. So I traded it away, and I'm still looking for a special attacking Lucario. Or attacking Lucario, sorry. That was dumb. Okay guys, what is going on? TMM here, and welcome to the outro. This is the first time I've done an outro on a video before, and I think it's a pretty cool way I did it. But anyway guys, if you did like this video, please subscribe and like, and check out some other videos if you like. I upload Pokemon, Terraria, and a ton of Battlefront. Anyway guys, please enjoy your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Adios!